Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm StarofWisdom,
I'm Asa.
and it's Pokemon Day Monday.
Pokemon Day Wednesday.
Oh, no, it's Monday.
I
These
don't know.
Pokemon days.
I don't watch the video.
Yeah, I know.
I'm in the video.
I have decided since last episode that I am not prepared to fight this gym with my current team. So even though it puts me further behind, I think to ensure that I can actually play through the rest of the Nuzlocke, I have to run back to the Pinwheel Forest and train up my Wigglytuff and my Wingull.
You lost quite a few last time.
I lost, what was the other good Pokemon I had? I had, like, Excelgar and one other good, Mienshao. And the Mienshao died. It was like, well, shoot, now I don't have anything to work with here. So, yes. Also, I noticed that both Candy Floss and my Wingull, they don't have moves that fit their attacking stat. So, like...
Which one's Candy Floss?
The Wigglytuff. So, Wigglytuff should be a physical attacker, but it only has special moves. And Wingull should be a special attacker, but it only has physical moves. So, that's fantastic. I should check TMs really quick, see if I can get them some good TMs. How do I... No. I want to be able to sort my bag, but there is no convenient sort button because it's on the touchscreen. Alright. Fiery Dance, Ancient Power, Synchronoise, Fire Spin, Foul Play. I mean, Fiery Dance is pretty good, if I can get that on Wingull. So let's try that.
Fiery Dance on a Wingull. Why is that good?
Well, it's a special attack, and I need to put special attacks on my... I should just see what my Pokemon can learn right now. Well, Snap can get Ancient Power. Great. Synchronize isn't too good. I don't really want Fire Spin. Foul Play might be alright. Who can learn Foul Play? No one can learn Foul Play. Great, alright. Well, we're fine then. I guess I just have to run all the way back to Pinwheel Forest and train. So that's probably what I'm going to do this episode while you get way ahead.
Ever further.
Yep.
Yes.
I don't really know how I'm going to eventually catch up, but I know if I'm going to catch up or even have a chance of doing it, I need to not be down to an Excelgar, because Excelgar will die to basically a strong fire, rock, or flying attack, which are all very common, and Bug is even weak to one other thing too, isn't it? I don't know. Anyway, it's frail. It's not reliable enough to be my top Pokemon. Also, we figured out that Wingull evolves at... Is it level 24 or something?
25?
Yeah, around the level where I kind of would need it to be anyway to fight the gym. So that's another cool thing, is I can train up my Wingull. And my Wigglytuff does have Intimidate, which is a pretty good ability. So that makes it worth using as well. So yes, that's my plan for today's episode. And hopefully I don't just die while I'm training.
Well, my next plan is to catch Pokemon on this route.
It's a good plan.
Which I haven't done in a while. Let's hope it's something good.
Come on, Vanilla. Let's fight stuff in the grass. In the meantime, though, well, this should be a good Pokemon for my Wingull to fight, but if I don't have the right moves, that's what it comes down to. Airlock. Carnivine. Okay. I can Leech Life the Carnivine. Good. Yes. In the meantime, oh gosh, I do literally no damage to this thing. We have a couple more suggestions for things to talk about. And,
topics of conversation.
Yes, indeed, topics of the conversing. Once again, from Griffin, we have a list of voices for Asa to perform.
Or both of us.
Nope, it's just for Asa.
We could both do them.
Nope, it just says for Asa to do. So,
I'll give it my best shot, but I am by no means...
Alright, here we go. Number 1, Ash. Now, this could be any number of... This could be any number of ashes.
Yes, we could do the Ash. That well, I'm sort of only thinking of one.
All right, do that one.
Pokemon is on the mind.
That would make sense. Yes, I agree.
I am not paying attention to anything people in the game are saying. Okay, I've tried to do an Ash voice in the past, and I am not happy with it. I'm not happy with my Ash voice. That said, how about you give me a line, and I'll say it in these voices.
Okay, it's gonna be, the line is Pikachu. This is really the only Ash line that there is. So
I can hear it in my head.
Yeah, exactly. Pikachu! Pikachu!
Can I have some water?
Pikachu! Yeah, you're gonna have to like drink some sand real quick to get the Ash voice.
Yeah. All right, give me a minute. Let me heal my Pokemon, and then I'll jump right in. Jump right in with Ash. Those are my vocal warm-ups. You caught a snippet of those. I didn't realize you put that in.
Yeah, I included it at the beginning of the last episode.
Even though I asked you to, and you said no. All right.
I decided afterwards that it was funny.
I probably got to sit up to do this. You just want me to say Pikachu.
Yep. I mean, you can hear it. You know exactly what it should sound like.
Yeah. Well, let me review it in my head for a minute.
Yep. Do the review.
It's a complex voice.
Yeah, it is.
Complex
really
voice. You really got to think about
all of the variations.
All of its nuance.
Yep.
Do you want Ash from the first season, or like which Ash?
Ash from the first season. That's the only correct Ash voice, I think.
Pikachu. Nope, not really.
No, I mean, it was close. I think it was closer than mine. Mine was literally just saying Pikachu.
Pikachu. Nope. I don't know. I can't do
Pikachu.
Ash.
It's like you have to get more of the. I can't.
Pikachu.
I don't have enough sand in my throat, but you know.
I'm in a sandstorm, and I still don't have enough sand in my throat.
All right. Well, that's Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Yes, Pikachu. Number 2 is Fred.
Again, this could be any number of Freds. I thought about this. Could be Fred from Scooby-Doo. Could be Fred from Fred. Could be Fred from Harry Potter. Fred Weasley. Everyone loves Fred Weasley. So which one should I do?
Whichever one most strikes you as the most Fred.
I think Griffin was intending for me to do Fred for like Lucas Crookshank Fred.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
So he's Fred. It's Fred with the backwards R. Hey, it's Fred. I'm not gonna do the voice, but
you're just not gonna do it.
Hey, it's Fred. That's kind of
that's how it is.
His energy, but it doesn't sound like that. No,
I'll take your word for it.
I'm off my medication. I need my medication, my Fredication.
Okay.
That's what he says. That's it. Okay. Have you not watched Fred?
No, I have not.
All right, you're not missing much.
The next one is...
Starman.
Yep, also don't know who this is.
I looked this up. He's like some internet business mogul. He's like that person who's like appears in ads before YouTube videos and says like, "You're not making $1 million a week," like, you know, that kind of thing. What are you doing?
Okay.
I'm Darman. I don't know. His voice didn't strike me as very notable.
Okay.
I also didn't hear his voice that much. I'll guess what his voice sounds like. I am Darman, and if you're not making $1 million a week, then you're a chump, and I'm Darman, and Darman.
This sounds like a Rick and Morty impression. I'm Darman, very clearly stating who I am, because you wouldn't know otherwise.
Yes. There's Darman.
All right. Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you. I know
Good.
these are all really good.
Yep. The comments will have to tell us how it was. But yeah, good Darman. Next is Zephyrs. Again, no idea who this is. I think what we're really learning from this is that I'm not up to date on anything.
You get a pass for Zephyrs because that's a character from Griffin's D&D campaign.
Oh, okay, good. And I'm not clueless.
Give me any sentence. You don't need to know what Zephyrs would talk about. Just any sentence.
The Wild Gallade used pin missile.
Wild Gallade used pin missile. I don't know.
Okay. I can picture the voice and the character to go with it.
He does this a lot. He does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's kind of got that voice.
You got it.
What, you don't believe me?
No, I believe it. That seems like a good.
Ask Griffin. He'll tell you.
Yeah, no, I believe that voice was done well. I think. The last voice is James Charles, and I have heard this name. I believe it's a beauty YouTuber, but I don't actually know. I can't think of off. Well, actually, I think maybe I can think of what his voice sounds like off the top of my head, but I don't know. I'm not very familiar with this voice.
Hey, sisters. So. I don't know. He says that.
Okay, that is a saying. Says, that's right. Okay.
He doesn't sound like this.
No, he doesn't.
That's not quite.
But yeah, he's got kind of like this voice in the back of his throat, kind of a little bit. It's like this, kind of like that, a little bit, I think.
But it's kind of deeper.
But a little bit deeper, yeah, a little bit deeper. It's like this. Hi, I'm James Charles, and
hey,
I do stuff. All right, well, those are our voices.
This is a sister moment.
Thank you for the suggestions, Griffin. I am sorry to disappoint you with our ability to execute them.
I think we need to each choose one of those voices and only talk in it for the rest of the video.
No, we're not going to do that. We're going to move on to the next topic of conversation from one Coco Bonobo. The question is that he would like both of us to discuss Fiona Apple's 1999 album, When the Pawn Hits the Conflict, He Thinks Like a King, What He Knows Throws the Blows. When he goes to the fight, and he'll win the whole thing, for he enters the ring, there's nobody to batter when your mind is your might, so when you go solo, you hold your own hand, and remember that depth is the greatest of heights, and if you know where you stand, then you know where to land, and if you fall, it won't matter, because you'll know that you're right. So, full disclaimer, did not listen to the album.
What?
Actually, that's a slight exaggeration. I listened to part of it, but...
Part of it?
What?
Part of it?
Yeah, I listened to, I think, the first 2 songs, and then I listened to the first minute of the rest of the songs.
Okay.
So, did you listen to the album?
I did.
Okay,
all
right. So
you
can give
of
some
it.
commentary on this.
I listened to it last week.
Okay, so it's been a while.
I've had some time away to think on it, and I don't know if that's a good thing, because I've mostly just forgotten. Oh, yes.
Yeah, so, well, here's what I'll say, having listened to it relatively recently, but also not having listened to very much of it. And I will get into that as in place of... In lieu of discussing what you have asked me to discuss, I have chosen my own topic of conversation.
Nice.
But yes, so what I will say from what I heard of it, instrumentals were very, very good. From a objective perspective, the music sounded very good. Her voice was very good. So yes, sounded good. I liked what I heard. For my own preferences, I don't... First of all, I don't listen to very much music, just in general. I used to listen to more when I was, on the bus, or shelving books at the library, because it was something really just easy to have on in the background. And I don't have... I mean, I have plenty of time now. It's just more of the activities that I'm doing, I'm, like, pretty focused on them. It's not stuff that I would also want to have music in the background. And I've never been someone who likes to just listen to music. Like, I usually... It kind of has to be background for something else. So, that's kind of my perspective going into it. Even when I have listened to music, I don't think I've ever really listened to an album all the way through, so I don't really know how to react and give an opinion on an album as a whole.
Sure.
So that's part of the reasoning. Another part of my reasoning for why I did not fully listen to the album is that because I don't listen to... So usually the way that I listen to music is I just put on Pandora or I put shuffle on a playlist on Spotify or something, and I just I just rely on algorithms to recommend stuff to me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what I like, because the main reason for that is that my brain has always had a really difficult time parsing lyrics from music. So most of the songs that I like, I have to like purely based on how it sounds. Even if it has lyrics, it's really dependent on the voice contributing to the sound instead of what the voice is actually saying. So as a result of that, I feel like I kind of miss the point of a lot of music that is about lyrics and emotion. And for the songs where I do know the lyrics, it's only because I've heard the song many times over and over again, repeated enough that I finally know the lyrics. Mm-hmm. And I usually, on top of that, actually have to look up the lyrics and read them to finally understand, like, oh, this is what that's saying. Right. And so, yeah, when I listen to music, it's just, that is my experience, is it's very much more dependent. I prefer music that doesn't have words because I just find them distracting. And so I kind of like fast electronic music that is just, it's just kind of like energy instead of actually being meaningful, if that makes sense. So yes, that is my conversation in place of reacting to the album, is my explanation of why I did not react to an album, because it's just a very difficult thing for me to do, to like keep my brain, that I would have to listen to the whole thing from start to finish without having anything else in the background to distract me from it. I'd have to do that like probably at least 5 times before I started actually figuring out what it was saying.
Right. No, I get that. I'm the same way, or at least in terms of this album, I did listen to it start to finish. Not doing anything for like the first 4 songs or so, but then I started playing Minecraft. And that could have also contributed to my overall opinion of the album. But first impressions, having listened to each song about once, I went back to a few to listen to them a bit more for reasons I'll explain. I really like the first song in the album. I don't remember what it was. It's like something like Roundup. I don't think it was called that. Probably not. But I also liked Paper Bag off the album. And I also liked the last song.
I did listen to the last song all the way through, and that one was pretty good. Also, one other thing I forgot to mention was they were definitely songs where like I felt the beat very easily. So for all of them, I was just automatically tapping my foot to it, and that's always a very good sign.
Yeah. All right. I'm in the new city. So essentially, what I really liked is a lot of times on albums, I like when the songs work well with one another. When there's a good song to open the album and a good song to close it, and in this case, I thought that was very much the case. That said, I sort of felt like a lot of the songs had the same sound, so I had trouble parsing them, or like I had trouble
distinguishing them from one another.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
But that could have a lot of things to do with me having heard them only once each, not just listening to the music, and
really
I would agree. Reason.
from the ones that I was listening to and just like skipping between them, I thought the instrumentals were fairly unique in each of the songs, but the vocals tended to sound, her voice again is good, but very consistent in terms of like, this is the type of, this is kind of the pitch of the voice. This was sort of the range that it was going to be in. This was sort of the pattern that it was going to be delivering words in. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I think it does probably create a circumstance where stuff is maybe harder to distinguish with fewer listenings.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think she has really good vocal control, though. Even though,
oh yeah, for sure. Because I mean, it's intentional that she's singing in this. Again, at least in the songs that I was listening to, and there were parts where she left that kind of range, but it's part of her style. Oh, there's a wild Genesect in this area. I could have had a Genesect here. So yeah, again, not a bad thing, and you could definitely tell that she's a good singer. I could tell that right away. But yeah, from not having listened to it very much, it can become more challenging to identify them separately from one another. Oh, that Genesis just did a lot of damage to me. Gotta run away. Oh no!
What's happened?
This Genesect just killed my Wigglytuff with 2 crits, and I still can't escape. I'm just gonna lose right here.
Not candy floss.
to this wild Genesect. I'm just trying to train.
How do you use a registered item?
Why? Maybe?
I'm playing on a keyboard, so...
Oh, yep, okay, well, I don't know.
Well, if you're playing on a keyboard, it's A.
I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I can't believe I lost my Wigglytuff. I just wanted to train more Pokemon. Like...
Yeah, that's annoying.
Okay, well, here we are.
I caught a Furret, which not a Furret, Sentret, which I'm really happy about.
Pretty cool, yeah.
I like Sentret.
Aquatail, we don't want to learn. We're gonna keep the old moves. Well, guess I'm literally just training up my Wingull. So that's neat. Why is there a wild Genesect in the grass? And it had Blaze Kick, and it got 2 critical hits on my Wigglytuff. And I was higher level, so I was like, I should be able to escape, right? If you're higher level, you can escape, but I guess legendaries exert more power or something. Well, that was fantastic. Anyway, to get back to the conversation, yes, I would be it's an album that I would be interested in going back and trying to listen to more of, but again, just like the way that I consume music is much more in the vein of hearing individual songs and hearing them enough. I think some people look down on like pop songs and stuff for being too repetitive, but I actually really like them because of that, because I need that repetition to even be able to remember them. And so like, I and it sounds good. That's all it is like, I like music that sounds good. And again, like I said, the instrumentals are way more important than the vocals for me. I really like it when the voice when the voice is used as an instrument very well, in the sense that it's like
that it sounds good,
really contributing to the musicality of it. It's one of the reasons why I don't really care for rap all that much. Some raps I'm okay with, but in rap, it's like the voice. It's not that it's not contributing as instrumentally, but it feels much more spoken, and that's not a bad thing. It's just not my personal taste. So, yeah, I think I just know very clearly, like, this music just doesn't do it for me unless I'm hearing, something that most people would say is bad music. And I'm like, well,
That's all
you
subjective.
can have that opinion, but I'm also gonna respect yours at the very least. So
It's all subjective, and
Yeah.
wait, what? This thing just healed itself. I don't understand.
hope I don't run into any more
Slack off.
Genesect.
I
can't believe
actually,
I've already lost 6 Pokemon in this run.
yeah, that's could it be a sign?
That I've lost an entire team already.
Well, anyway, I used to be the same way about rap, but in recent years I actually really like it. I think it is some of the lyrical music that I like the most, just because it is all about the lyrics.
Yes.
Essentially, that's the main part of it. So,
And again, I have heard raps that are like that the voice fits better. It's more melodic. I need my voice to be melodic if I'm gonna listen to it and enjoy it.
melodic, yeah.
It's
Okay.
just what I know. And again, not to say that a voice can't be melodic if you're just speaking, because I think it can be that in a certain way. But I need it to be it in the most specific way. Like, or it just doesn't sound right to me. Too distracting.
Yeah.
Okay. Discalade just nearly killed my Excelger. I can't even deal with Pokemon in the route before Pinwheel Forest. It's impossible. I don't know how I'm ever gonna beat this game.
Yeah, well, we were talking about Black and White. You haven't had the greatest track record with Nuzlocke.
No, I haven't. I've never been able to play this game well. It's like,
It's a cursed game.
yeah, I don't know if it's just that like the level scaling just catches me off guard, or I don't know what it is about Black and White that I doesn't click for me. Okay, so yes, those were our questions that we were going to respond to. Thank you for sending them in. Keep them coming. We'll keep talking about them.
We can't think of any conversation topics on our own. We're gonna now just be quiet for the rest of the video. All right. Now I'm gonna do some voices that I like to do, that I think I can do well, and you have to judge them in any rating system you feel you think suits it.
All right, I'm gonna go on a color-based rating system.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not going to be providing you with this.
But...
I'm not going to be providing you with the scale. I don't like that.
Okay, so the first voice that I like to do is Robbie Rotten, because I think I can do a good Robbie Rotten.
I know that you like to do this voice.
You're aware of it. All right, before I do it, what would you rate it, having heard it before?
I'd say it's pretty orange.
All right, is this like a Roy G. Biv kind of thing? Like,
no, I'm not providing you the scale.
Oh, right, you said that.
Yep.
All right, what does he say in the song? I don't even know what he says. I can just do the one.
Basically,
says,
all right. That's kind of the only word you have to deliver is all right.
All right. Here's a little lesson in trickery. Okay, I got it now. He says, "All right, here's a little lesson in trickery. This is going down in history." He's gotta like jut out your chin. It actually helps.
Yeah.
All right, what is it now? Still orange?
That was purple.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Shoot. Yeah. No, you're right. Anyway, so I don't know if it's so much that I'm good at that voice, so much as I like doing it.
Right. It's a fun voice. That's more important, though, is like that you have fun with the voice. Unless you're being a voice actor, in which case you do need to be accurate.
You need to be good, yeah.
Well, I think you should hire me because I like doing this voice. I have a real fun time with it.
Oh, well, I really like it. That's not what we're looking for. I don't know. I think I'm really bad at impressions. The pressure to do a good impression. It's just
it's not easy. It's not easy because you hear people that do these incredible impressions, and it's, you know, it's challenging to get the delivery right and to shape your voice. It requires a lot more practice than just like saying the thing a lot. And I feel like also certain. I mean, there's obviously voice actors who have a really big range of voices they can do, but a lot of voice actors specialize on like, these are the voices that I do really, really well, and they're all kind of variations of each other.
Pretty much and character actors for voice acting.
Right, exactly. So there's part of voice acting that I think, like, because of what your voice is, and again, even with your voice being what it is, you oh god, it's the chess act again. 1 second. I gotta deal with this. I don't want to lose a Pokemon every episode. I don't have Pokemon to lose one episode. It's not sustainable. It does so much damage. How do I deal with this? Do I have to go to a different route where I can't run into Genesect? Don't do that.
Skills.
It does so much damage. Oh my goodness.
I feel like there's one other character that I do have a lot an impression of.
You already did Patrick Warburton.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
When did I do that?
You did it without saying it a couple of times in the other voice acting.
I think I just do it a lot. I don't know.
But yes, we've heard it in this episode.
It's also hard to.
I think your Patrick Warburton is actually pretty blue.
Okay, the way you said that makes me think blue is good. So maybe cooler colors are better and warm colors are worse.
I'm not providing you with the scale.
Well, it's got to be somewhat. All right, whatever.
I'm really concerned. If this Genesect blaze kicks me right now, I die. So I have to heal again. I just have to wait for it to, like...
Could this be the end?
It very well could be. Okay, went for an extra sensory. Please don't do much damage. Okay, I think I can go for an attack. I don't want to run away from it, because then that just wastes a turn, and I have to heal again.
Zangoose just canceled my Miss Magius.
I can't go for Venoshock, because it's a poison type. I think I just have to go for Rock Slides, and hope that I flinch.
Oops.
Please go away. Okay, good. I killed it. I got a crit. Alright, moving on to a different area of training, but we're coming up on the end of this episode. I've done nothing but lose another Pokemon. How are you progressing?
I'm doing fine. I'm just progressing through the near endless desert, trying to kill all the trainers. They're too high level for my new Furret, so I'm just kind of...
I just need this Wingull to evolve into a Pelipper, and then I can move on. I can go to the gym. I can... How have I only gotten... I think I've only leveled this Pelipper up like 4 times. It doesn't help that I was also leveling up my Tough, and that died to the freaking Genesect. Don't teeter dance me. Don't even do it, Kecleon. Well, I guess I'll let you call where you think is a good stopping point for this episode then.
Well, I did just beat a trainer, Psychic Low. I don't know what kind of name that is, but I beat Psychic Low.
Okay. I'm still in the middle of this battle with this Kecleon at the moment. So if you'd like to continue, go ahead.
All right, I'll pose.
Maybe after the next trainer. Okay.
Sure. I found a tower in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, I forget if you have to go through that tower. I don't think you actually do have to.
There's a tower here.
Stop hurting yourself in your confusion, Snap. We need you. You're the only Pokemon who can do things in this run. Thank you for snapping out of confusion. Snapped out of confusion.
Relic Castle. Can I catch Pokemon in here? Do you heal my Pokemon?
Yeah, if it's a new area, you get to catch a new Pokemon.
Oh, dang it. I just fought somebody else.
That's okay. I'm willing to fight another Pokemon as long as it's not a Genesect. I just
Psychic Parry.
this is going to be the most tedious fighting. I think I'm going to be doing this for like the next episode. I'm just hoping I can like. I pretty much need to be able to overpower them with levels, and then I should be able. Oh, that's a Ho-Oh. That's a wild Ho-Oh.
Are you gonna run from it?
No, I tried to fight it, but it was a mistake. God dang it.
Is Wingull dead?
Yep. Also, I didn't click run. I thought I had an opportunity to run.
Oh no. That's unfortunate.
I want to just kill this Ho-Oh because I have the P. I was like, I can get one mirror code off. Well, all right, never mind. Next episode, we're not training. Next episode, we're just fighting the gym with just my Excelger, because guess what? That's all I've got.
Oh, you still got one more. Okay.
Yeah, I still have my Excelger, but my Wingull's dead now, and like, what do I even do? I spent that whole episode trying to train 2 Pokemon, but they're now dead.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
Why is the black and white Nuzlocke so hard for me?
Oh, my screen writing just stopped.
Oh, that's okay. We'll end the episode here. Thank you all for watching. Next episode might be the finale on my end, but stay tuned for that. And we'll see you there.
All right.
Do you want to say goodbye in like I don't know, a voice?
Which voice? Who's a character that says goodbye? A classic character.
Probably Steve from Blue's Clues.
No, I don't know. I don't know what that sounds like. Goodbye.
All right, we'll end it there. Bye.